Peace, peace. What up, Rubber?
You hear me? We good?
Yeah, it's about to cycle. It's starting to cycle itself out. Everybody good?
Yeah, we good. Ain't we missing somebody, are we?
Yeah, let me see if he's ready.
The guard.
God. Happy New
Missing the general.
Year. You are now tuned into the motherfucking Low Show, Prance Low Show. Did you know how we go? Nah, let's stop. It's
30 years in the bullshit. It ain't changed. Niggas looking like they jumped out of time capsule. What happened? What happened?
to say how you been, brother?
Yeah, I've been good. How
What's
about
good?
yourself? I was looking for Buddha. I'm doing great. How you guys doing?
Oh man, blessed, man. No complaint.
Yo,
God bless the fresh.
No
we
doubt.
already just glad you giving us this opportunity on this platform, bro. Thank you.
I could not pass it up. As a youngster, I came across it on PBS by accident. Taped it on VHS. You know, didn't revisit it until YouTube came around. And like I said, 30 years later, I've got to know you guys pretty well. And I thank you for the opportunity.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Same here.
Same here.
Yeah.
Real. Yo, keep on doing what you're doing for hip hop, man. It's needed, bro. Trust
Appreciate
me.
that. Yeah,
Thank
appreciate that.
You
Diane,
know, any way I could give you an alley, you know how we be chopping it up.
absolutely,
So,
absolutely.
keep doing what you're doing, bro. And I'm glad for this opportunity tonight. It's well overdue. It's needed.
Right. Oh yeah, I can't wait to get into some back history about it and just, you know, like I said, give you guys your flowers while you're still here. Diane says she'll chime in a bit,
Yes,
so that'll
sir.
be dope. So let me check on Buddha one more time.
No doubt. Yo, Rob, Genki.
Hey,
What's good, gang? What's good, King?
early celebrating, man. Early morning thing, man.
Early. You went and made that run?
Yeah, I had to. I had to do it right.
Nah, we doing it. We celebrating success, man.
But we gotta bust it up right, bro.
You already.
We alive, well, happy, families good. We
Huh.
continue 30 years and counting. We never gonna stop doing this shit.
Nah. And not stop giving each other our flowers and the love that we always have from day one, my G.
Right, it ain't gonna never change, bro. You know how, bro.
Yo, from youngins to now husbands and fathers and all of that. It's crazy, my guy.
It's real. It's beautiful, son. It's beautiful. You know what I mean? It's beautiful, bro. I can't even hold you.
Aye.
Hey, hey, hey.
As soon as he came on the scene, I felt it. Aye.
Good evening, gentlemen.
What up, Buddha Stretch?
Blessings.
What's good?
Big bro, what up, big bro?
I'm chilling. How you?
Blessings, man. It's early morning. It's cold outside, but I got my sake, so I'm warm inside.
That's how it's supposed to be.
How's everything look? Does everything look good on your guys' ends?
Yeah.
Everything
Okay.
crystal inside.
So before we jump into it, just kind of get an announcement of who you guys are for those who may not know. We'll start with you, Prance.
Firsthand, this is Prance the Dancer, aka Prance Low, the brand ambassador of the Almighty Low Lives. One of the 5th members of the Jiggy crew. Tossed it up, breaking in the dough back in '92. But then I did a documentary with these wonderful gentlemen and a couple of more legends that we gonna talk about it. And it's good to see these gentlemen. All these guys on that name, right?
Yes.
All these guys on this right here.
All these guys. All
these guys.
All these guys.
So that's me, Prance the Dancer. Peace.
No doubt.
And being the first, I'm the only dancer that everybody keeps stealing his name and shit from rappers. Dancers. You know, I'm a Mop Top member. I'm the youngest Mop Top member. I'm a Misfit member. You know what I mean? And I represent the New York City kids. And I represent Brooklyn.
Mm.
You know?
Let the people know where you at right now.
Yeah, your location.
Right. Kyoto, Japan. We the first conduit from New York to Japan. Don't let nobody confuse y'all with that shit. We the first conduit from here to there, from 92 to infinity, and I'm here now. And we all here. I'm here, they here.
That's a fact.
Right.
Ashe.
I'm in the office right now, so basically.
No doubt.
Last but not least.
Yes.
Well, y'all that's tuned in, Buddha Stretch, Elite Force is the crew. Mop Top is the foundation. This is 30 years of this Reckin Shop thing, and we still Reckin Shop. That's why we here.
And count.
Yeah, don't get it twisted. All of this stuff that y'all are hitting on your social medias, when you look back, you're gonna see our faces and our names rang bells from then till now. So understand why. We laid the foundation for the people that came after us, and we built on the foundation for those that came before us, and we still doing that. So,
like he trying to say, before the TikTok, we was the TikTok.
For real.
If you guys could pardon me for just 1 second, I gotta get my Wi-Fi right. Just give me 1 minute.
No problem.
Worries.
All right.
Represent.
Come on now. I see you. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Facts. This guy over here, another time zone.
Wifey don't play. She had to
Nah. I'm looking at it like, come on, I need that. Come on now. Don't be stingy.
Yo, man.
So yeah, we're gathered today to talk about the 30th anniversary of Reckin Shop live from Brooklyn. If you guys could take us back individually prior to the documentary, let's go back to say 90, 91. Take us back to what was going on in your lives individually prior to the documentary.
Well, me, myself, as Prance, in 90, 91, I was heavily involved with the rapper legend Special Ed. And I was one of the 3 dancers behind him. And that's when dancers counted behind an MC and with the DJ. You know what I mean? I'm grateful to be part, like when they talk about Heavy D and the Boys, when they talk about Scoob and Scrap with Big Daddy Kane and Sean and Kenny with Coogee Rap and Hot Dog with Kwame and stuff like that. I mean, Hot Dog with Chubb Rock. I'm from that era. You know what I mean? So I'm glad to be amongst the dancers behind the MC in front of the DJ kind of era.
Right.
So that's where I set my tone, you know what I mean, in that era. So I was a dancer for Special Ed back then and being heavily involved in the circles in the New York clubs.
Facto Mundo.
Gotcha.
And for me, oh, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was going to go ahead, Rubberband. I was going to say you next.
For me, I'm going to say 89, I was transitioning. From like being young to following my oldest cousin Muhammad and Stretch. And Stretch put me under the wing. And Muhammad is an original IOU member, so I was grasping information from him, following Stretch, because he had moved to the West Coast. Stretch put me under the wing. We was hitting all the videos, and before Reckin Shop, I was actually my official rapper that I was dancing for, Lil Sean. Before Reckin Shop. And so, and then we was doing other videos and stuff, but I was straight up rocking with mop tops, and then everything formed after that.
Gotcha. How about you, Buddha Stretch? 90, 91, what was going on in your life prior to the documentary?
Ay, caralho. Okay, so we did a previous documentary with the same director. That's when we met her. Her name is Diane Martell. Hopefully I just spoke to her prior to this. She plans on trying to join us in this conversation at some point. But we shot a documentary with her called House of Trey, live from Off Center. That was in 1990. And, man, 1990, 91 was a good time. Me and Prance got to go to Japan for the first time. Shout out to my Peter Paul. Shout out to my man Ade. Blessings to the God Miguel, Mr. Vibes, Flatbush.
Yes. Miguel Navarro. Yes.
Miguel Navarro, original the original fifth member of the JAC Dancers.
True.
People know that Miguel was there from day one. That's my day uno, that dude. His moms used to make our clothes. So, that's how far back I go with that dude. When we used to go to the clubs when the Coca-Cola brand and the Mickey Mouse stuff was hot, Miguel would buy the Disney material and make us our own stuff so that we went to the club. We had, exclusive stuff. That's how he got into fashion. As far as working in 1990, man, we was doing a lot. 1990, I went on tour for a bit with Salt and Pepper. I still work with Houdini on what was that? Anyway, I Gotta Swing It for Nightmare on Elm Street. I don't even remember which movie that was, which one of Nightmare on Elm Street. I was working with Heavy D, Fresh. Damn, I don't even remember. That was a good time, man. That was the I would say that those years were the formative times for me when I actually got to become a choreographer. When people started to like, okay, this dude is the dude to get if you want your videos right, if you want that, that shit that they do in the club, that dude right there, Only problem was there were several other people that were undercut me, but we ain't gonna get into that conversation.
Right.
Yeah, lucky he don't blow your asses up.
Good time, 90, 91, and we were. It was a beautiful time in the culture.
Right. Were you guys interacting during this time, or did your paths cross upcoming documentary time? Did you guys
bumping with each other from day one? Like,
yeah.
We was clubs.
Well, tell you the truth, with Stretch, he was like an icon already to me in Flatbush, because he was known, his name was known. Before social media, your name had to be known as a name brand dude. So I guess whatever talent shows he was doing, whatever block parties he was tearing up and battling dudes, his name was being known, him and Powerful. And they was going to South Shore High School back then. They went to school with my cousin Nigel that came home to me like, you think you know how to break dance? You think you got to kick boogie in? Nah, I go to school with two men that serious men. You know what I mean? And that's how I knew. And then, like Stretch said, like the general said, when we went to Japan, I knew I arrived, because I got a picture with him sitting next to me on the tour bus coming back from the fashion show of Men's BG in Japan, that I hold sacred to me, that I knew I arrived when he was sitting next to me.
Right.
Not the special ed. When he was sitting next to me, I knew, oh, I'm on my way. Not even the Japan thing threw me for a loop, but just sitting next to him, I knew that just building with him and bonding with him, he gonna take me to where I need to be, keeping.
That was a good time because that was our first time going to Japan, and then Japan was home. That was his second home. We was all going to Japan back and
I'm
forth.
sorry.
You know, that was like an invasion of you know, it was an invasion of us going to Japan after Reckin Shop. But when we went that first year, it was really a culture shock. We was really bugging, like seeing dudes in Japan smoking weed with dreadlocks and beards.
And tell them about the tans. They going to the tanning salons, tanning to look like melanin, right, Stretch?
Yeah, they was making the melanin pop because they was not, you know, that racist yellow shit. No, they was brown. They're brownins over there.
They was brown, and they wanted all the information to be down.
Yep. They was ready to live it. It wasn't, you know, a costume for them. They was trying to, especially when we met the rosters. These dudes didn't have fake dread. They had real dread. They smoked real spliffs.
Yes. You know, and they pulling their hair too, showing like these not extensions. These not real like you, real like you.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's crazy. We was like, yo, it's insane. Like we couldn't fathom it. You know, that had me. I was really bugging out by that. But you know, Japan embraced the culture, man, and they made it pop. And now, you know, for me, hip hop is part of Japanese culture. It's not a foreign thing. They have 3 or 4 generations of hip hop now. You know, the kids, the you know, the folks we met had kids, and their kids had kids, and all of them have been grown in hip hop. So
basically, general, like you saying, most of our students own studios now. So now their students, they're like, yo, these is my senseis. I'm gonna have them come to our studio and talk to y'all and build on why I even got into dance and why I even have this studio for y'all.
Yep.
Right.
You know.
So when all the times we go back and forth, it's like a growth process for the teachers, the students, and everybody, even the parents that bring the students to them. They like, yo, these dudes are amazing, because they put up the dance documentary, then they have like a shrine. Like for me, they'll put up like a corner representing just polo. And then most of my students that'll come to my classes would have polo on, or have the same thing I wore in Reckin Shop, and be like, you want to be like me? You want to dance? You want to wear polo? Like, so I embrace that so much, you know what I mean? Up to these times. So
it's a family affair, man. Those folks over there is fam. That's
it.
Not just, you know, it's not student teacher, it's family. You know, we've literally grown up together and watched them create the business out of what we do, and then have kids, and their kids bring in more kids, and they've raised people in the culture over there.
Yeah.
Right.
The direct correlation between us rocking with them and them coming here rocking with us.
That's the fact. Culture, bro.
Don't get it twisted. We was going there, but they was coming here too. You know, they was living. It's a bunch of folks that literally used to come from Japan to New York and stay. You know, they didn't just come to visit. Like Heads was here for months at a time, or like a few months out of the year, every year for years.
Like I mean to cut my general knowledge, but what what I was seeing too was like before they come into New York and before they go to Statue of Liberty or World Trade Center or somewhere, they're coming like, where is 863 Albany Avenue where Prance lives, so I could touch that tree that Marquess did his 360 spin off of, and where's Prance's mother's house and shit like that. You know what I mean? Because I want to be where these dudes made history at and dancing history, not no other. You know what I'm saying? So we embrace each other so much because when we go in their town, they're showing us the shrines and we're learning their traditions. They're learning our traditions. I take them on Church Ave. We go bun a spliff. We go get some roti, some jerk chicken. We come back to Mom Duke's crib. We have a shot of some pop. And we good. Next thing you know, we do a little 15-minute video that made their whole trip. Just being around us. Then I call Rubberband in Japan. Then they FaceTiming with Rub. Then they get to talk to my mother. Then they showing me like, yo, I met her during one of your dance classes. Now she's my fiance. Now we're going to get married. Yo.
The family
my brother just had a baby. This is my nephew just born a couple of months. Hold him, Prance, bless him. And you in Japan and you holding a baby and you like, yo, this is love here and it's family oriented and that's what we built since Diane put us in front of camera.